Hi, my name is Jake. I'm 10 years old and I'm in the 5th grade. I just figured out that I have a disease called Friedreich's Ataxia. In this video, I'll tell you what it is, how it affects me, and other things you need to know. So first, we saw that I stumbled a lot and that I wasn't the best at balance. Not like this, but bad enough that we noticed. So, I've seen a lot of doctors about this. I mean a lot of doctors. Okay. It wasn't that bad, but I still saw a lot of them. First, I went to see a neurologist who didn't think very much was going on. But he sent me to physical therapy. The physical therapist told us to go to another pediatric neurologist, and we learned a lot of things. She saw that I walked funny. No, not like this. She saw that I had no reflexes when she hit my knee. And she saw that I had scoliosis. She didn't know what it was, but she thought that she wanted to do a lot of testing. I had an EMG, an MRI, an X-ray, and blood tests. The EMG was like getting shocked by a million lightning bolts. The X-ray was tiring. The MRI was like sleeping. The blood test was like no big deal. And I'm a champ at blood tests. Later, I had an EKG and an echocardiogram because sometimes Friedreich's Ataxia affects the heart. The echocardiogram showed that my heart walls are thicker than they should be. On top of all that, I had an eye test and I'm about to have an ear test. I also had another blood test where the scientist actually looked at my DNA to see if there was a GAA trinucleotide repeat. And there was, and that proved that I had Friedreich's Ataxia. Friedreich's Ataxia is a defect in the DNA. Every cell in your body contains DNA. DNA is billions of letters long, and it's instructions to your body on how to make things. Little pieces of DNA called RNA come out of the nucleus, which holds the DNA, and they go into a ribosome, which reads the RNA 3 letters at a time. The problem with Friedreich's Ataxia is there is a repeat in the DNA. This is a normal cell. Inside a normal cell, there are ribosomes that are in charge of reading RNA in sets of 3-letter instructions called trinucleotides. When a normal cell receives an instruction that ends with a GAA trinucleotide, it assembles new amino acids to build a protein called frataxin. Frataxin's job is to find extra iron in the cell and clear it out. In my cells, I have ribosomes like everybody else that read my RNA. The problem is that my RNA has a set of GAA trinucleotides that repeat over and over again. So, instead of building frataxin, it builds gobbledygook. Because it built gobbledygook instead of frataxin, there's nothing to clear away the iron. So the extra iron builds up, and eventually it oxidizes and my cells die. So that's what's happening with me. The iron is building up because my cells aren't making enough frataxin, and that iron buildup is killing off my motor nerves, which is causing me to stumble around. Ataxia means the lack of coordination of movement. So that's what this disease is. It's a specific kind of ataxia. So right now, it's affecting my arms and my legs, so I stumble around. And with my arms, my hands are kind of jittery, and that's affecting my handwriting, so that's why I write all big and sometimes sloppy. Even with Friedreich's ataxia, I can still do the stuff that makes me me, such as pose handsomely, fly a drone, perform amazing feats of strength, go hiking, go skiing, well, kind of, work on projects with my dad, go rock climbing, pose handsomely on a boat, go camping with my Cub Scout pack, play the piano. Drive Papa's tractor, dominate chocolate milkshakes, swim, go on midnight poke hunts with my family. Oh hey, it's an oddish. Magically summon my Quidditch broom, make pasta from scratch, make weird faces while eating French onion soup, and do whatever the heck I'm doing here. Really? Really?
Go ahead.
And whenever my dad has a camera, pose for picture after 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 picture. As you can imagine, it gets exhausting. But 2 years from now, I'll stumble around even more. And I won't be able to play football as well as I could. Sorry, Seamus. So each year it'll get a little bit worse and a little bit worse. And eventually I'll probably be in a wheelchair. But it'll be a cool wheelchair. Until then, I can still do all the stuff I like to do until my body says I can't. Then maybe I'll find a different thing to do. For example, maybe I'll try hang gliding off the roof again. Or not. It makes me feel frustrated that I have this disease and also sad for myself. I want people to know that I'm not trying to stumble into them on purpose. Currently, there's no cure and no medication for Friedreich's ataxia. It just gets worse year after year after year. There's an organization called FARA, the Friedreich's Ataxia Research Alliance. It has a group of really smart scientists who are trying to solve the problem. So right now, there are 17 different medications or drugs that are in clinical trials that will help me with Friedreich's ataxia. The thing I'm most excited about is a technique called CRISPR-Cas9. It's not a medication, but it's a technique that allows us to precisely edit genes so that they edit the DNA. So it fixes the DNA and fixes Friedreich's ataxia and other genetic diseases. And no, you can't catch Friedreich's ataxia from me. It would have to be something you were born with. So yeah, that's Friedreich's ataxia, and so now you know why I stumble all over, and I sure hope those scientists are hard at work trying to find a cure for me.